So in this video, I'm going to create a Photosite application using Ruby on Rails. And in the next upcoming parts, I'm going to deploy it in both Docker and AWS cloud. So initially, we have to create a project by going to File, New Project. But I've already created a file, so I'm not going to create this particular step. So after this, initially I've created three models, uh, namely comment, photo, and users. So which we'll be using in this particular project. So to create these models, we have to go to tools, run Rails generator, and then you can just try searching for model, and then you find it over there, and then you can just give whatever name you want and then click on OK. But I have already created these three things, so we do have all this right here. So after this particular step, let me open database DB and then migrate. So after creating these models, so I'll be have created these three files as well for all the three things. So these three files, it just gives the data in a tabular format. So it will be easy for us in a readable perspective. So right after this, I've created one more migration file, data migration file. So where the data has been provided. So we have all this information right here. So like we need some images for this particular project. So I have all those images in the assets, and there was a folder called images. So I have all those images right here in the assets and image folder. So, like we just want to see how the data looks like. So for that, we just go to tools and then run rig task. And then right here, if you see rig db migrate. So you can choose this one. So we do this to migrate the table at data. So I've done this already. So right after this, if you want to check if the data, like if the tables are clear or something, you can just go to view and then tools windows. And right here, you can just see the database. So right here, like you can see the photos, the comments, and then users as well. So if you want to open anything, let me scroll this. Just click on this, and then you can just see the data of users right here. If you want to see photos, you can have all the data right here. And if you open the comments, you will see the data here as well. So right after this, I want to create two controllers. So one for photo and one for user. So to create controller, like the same thing, just go to tools and Rails generator, and then just go to controller and then give the proper naming for it. So I've already created these two controllers right here. So after this, I've created two files in the views, in the photo and user. So index.html.dip files. So like these two files have all the HTML and CSS code. So that helps for the website to look in a better way. So after creating these things, So there's a router file as well. So we have the router file right here in the config. So I've got this code snippet in this in the router file. So yeah, so let me close this database and let me start running this. So if you see, I've started running the project. So let's give it a second. So it's gonna pop up the Chrome. So it's right here. So if you see the site, right? So you can see the Justin. If I just click on this link, I'm just getting his details, his photos and comments and everything. I can get back and click on Paris and I get her details, Megan. So I can check all the details of all the 6 IDs right here. So it seems like it's working. So this is where we are. So we can try to give local host as well and just try to see if this is working. So yeah, it's working. I can try to give photo index 1. So even this is working fine. Let me try to change the number to 3. So even this was giving all the data for me. So it seems like it's working. So this is how we have to do Photosite application using Ruby on Rails. Thank you.